1 second. I will be right there. Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping doing my weekly live video. How's everybody doing? Are you all getting ready for the 4th of July? So my husband and my youngest son are gone this week. They'll be back on Saturday. They've been gone since last Friday. And so this is the first year that we don't have any plans for the 4th of July. It's weird. My older son is home with me this week, but normally we would either go do something with friends or we would go to do something with family, but this year we don't have anything. We weren't sure if my son was going to have to work or not and everything. So it's just weird. It's quiet here. It's I guess it's kind of nice, but I'm bored. I like having my family around. So all right, so I have a couple things I wanted to go over with you guys, and then I'm going to do a demonstration for you guys using the Healing Hugs stamp set today. That's one of the distinctive stamp sets, and I just came up with this sweet little card. It's very simple to do, and I thought I'd show you guys. So let's see, what do I have to go over? I don't have a class this week. Next week, on Monday, I will be posting my next class. And that will be the Dandelion Wishes class. And I know some of you were looking forward to that one. So that'll be next Monday, Dandelion Wishes. So if you love that stamp set. Taking a class is a great thing to do because let me tell you why. Especially if it's a stamp set you were already thinking about ordering or have on your list or you plan to order in the future. Because with the class, you pay the actual value, tax and shipping, on the stamp set, and then whatever ink we use in the class. And so all of the materials to make the cards for the class are free. So you're not paying anything extra than you would. There is an additional cost of $7, but that's for the shipping. That is so I can priority mail everything back to you. So basically, if you want to look at it that way, for an additional $7 of what you would have paid over what you would have paid anyway, you get all the class materials, you get the video, and you already will have 6 cards made with the new stamp set, which will help create new ideas. Because if you're like me, a lot of times you buy a stamp set because you love it. Sorry guys, my hair is bugging me. You buy a stamp set and then it sits there forever. You don't ever end up using it, or you just can't think of what to do with it. So the classes are a great way to get you started. And don't worry if you already own like the ink colors that are included in the class. You can trade anything out for something of equal or lesser value. So when it's the ink, for instance, you can trade it out for colors maybe you don't already have, or like I said, something of equal or lesser value that will fit in my packaging. And same with the stamp set. Let's say you already own Dandelion Wishes and you haven't really come up with anything yet and you really want to take the class, you can trade it out for a different stamp set of equal or lesser value. And the stamp sets, you know, that you can always find one that's the same price or less. You could just trade out the stamp set, and I'm happy to substitute that in and then send you all the materials for the class. So anyway, be watching for that next week. Okay, let's see. If you're new to me, hi, I'm Amy with A2Z Stamping. So you can find me basically on all social media, obviously on my Facebook group, Instagram, let's see, my blog, a2zstamping.com, Pinterest, A2Z Stamping. Remember, the 2 is the number 2. Is that backwards? The number 2, A2Z Stamping. And you can always find everything on my blog, a2zstamping.com, and that will always link you to, you can find the links to my Facebook group, to everything, my shopping page and all of that. So a2zstamping.com. If you're the, excuse me, kind of person who likes to just sort of get everything in one spot, you might want to sign up for my weekly email newsletter. It comes out every Tuesday, and everything from the whole week is listed in that email. All of the videos I've posted that week, any specials we have going, what my current classes are, everything is in that one email. So if you like to get it like that and don't want to have to go search out information, sign up for my newsletter. Again, if you go to a2zstamping.com, and at the bottom of every post, you can sign up for my newsletter, or on the right side of my page, sign up for the newsletter, or you can do that on my shopping page too. It says sign up for my newsletter there. All right, you guys. So 2 things I want to tell you about, and then I'll get to my demonstration. 1, we're having a paper sale. So Stampin' Up! The last couple of years has done this in October, but they're doing it in July, which is amazing. I love that. So it's a buy 3, get 1 free paper sale. And it includes almost all of the paper in this current catalog. Not quite everything, but almost all of it. So if you want to see exactly, check my blog, a2zstamping.com, or I've posted it on my Facebook group. If you click that, it'll show you which. So basically you buy 3, you get 1 free. And you can do that as many times as you want. So you could get, 8 sets or 12 sets, etc. And you would get the 4th one would be free. Make sure when you, if you do that, let's say you wanted to get more of that tropical escape paper and you wanted a ton of it because maybe you have a party coming up and you're going to make a bunch of decor, or you need to make invitations. If you're going to get 4 of them, just make sure you enter 3 of them and then do your 4th one by itself, and it'll automatically come off your order for free. So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's a 25% savings, obviously, but who doesn't like getting stuff for free? And every year I always take advantage of this buy 3 get 1 free sale because this paper goes for the whole year. So it'll go till I think June 3rd of next year is when the new catalog starts. So this paper will be available for that long, and I usually need to reorder more somewhere during the year anyway. So I just get it now. The ones I love the most, or that I've already can tell I've used a lot of, and then that way I'm set for the year. Okay, the other thing I wanted to tell you about is, you guys, they are running an awesome deal right now if you sign up with Stampin' Up. So let me tell you about this. So you can sign up with Stampin' Up. It's $99 for your starter kit. And for that $99, you get to pick $125 worth of product, anything you want from the catalog, $125 worth. That already right there is a great deal. But in the month of July, if you sign up, they're also giving you 10 ink pads for free. The way they're doing that is you get to pick any color family you want. You get all those ink pads for free. So you could do the brights, the subtles, the regals, the neutrals, or you can do both sets of in colors. So the current 5, let's see, what would that be? The 17 to 19, all right, no, 16 to 18 in colors and the 17 to 19 in colors. You could do those. It's an awesome deal, you guys. I think if you buy the 10 ink pads, well, what are they? Are they $7 each? I'm not even sure. I'd have to look. But that's a great deal, you guys. You get those for free. And let me tell you why you might want to sign up. So a lot of you are thinking, oh, no, I don't want to sign up. I don't want to run a Stampin' Up business. You guys, you don't have to. So the cool thing about Stampin' Up is you can definitely sign up and you could make a business out of it if you want. And I know people who do that, like they actually support their family off Stampin' Up. It's a lot of work. It's a full-time job, right? And if you want to do that and have questions for me, go ahead and ask. I'd be happy to answer that. And then there's the people who are more in the middle, and that's where I would kind of probably find myself. So I make videos. You don't have to do that. I just do it because I like to. I do classes. There's a lot of people who do in-home classes. Things like that. And so there's those people in the middle. We earn a little bit of income off Stampin' Up. Okay, but then the majority of the demonstrators with Stampin' Up, believe it or not, are what they refer to as hobby demonstrators. So those are people who literally do it for the discount. And Stampin' Up loves those people. They don't care if you sign up just for the discount. So if you're someone who crafts pretty regularly, paper crafting especially, you find yourself buying paper, especially if you find yourself buying a lot of Stampin' Up products, this might be a great time for you to try it out. So with Stampin' Up, immediately you get the 20% off discount, which, I mean, who doesn't love saving money? Once you hit a certain level, which is not hard to do, then you get a 25% off discount, and you won't ever lose your discount. Also, so here's what they expect. Well, let me tell you the benefits first. So you get that discount, which is awesome. We get to order everything early, usually a month before a new catalog's about to launch. We get to order, so that's always cool and exciting. I love that. If you sign up with me, you get to take you get access to all of my online classes, and you get to take my classes for a much lower cost, because I don't actually have you buy the stamps and all that. I let you buy that from yourself so that you earn the money, but you have access to my videos, and my classes end up being much less. If you have questions about that, let me know. You get to be part of my team. I'm part of a much larger team. It's a lot of fun. They do swaps, they have challenges, everything. Nothing is required or mandatory. You participate in what you want or what you don't want to do, but it's fun, it's friendly. You get to know a lot of people that way. we have conventions twice a year. I love that. So in this November, I plan to go to Orlando, to our convention in Orlando. I don't know yet what the next one will be, but like I said, they're every 6 months. Last May, I went to Salt Lake City. I did not go to Salt Lake City. I went to Las Vegas, which was awesome. I brought my husband, and he didn't mind at all having to spend Saturday off doing his own thing while I was at the convention, but it was so much fun. The November before that, I went to Salt Lake City. So the conventions are a ton of fun. So that's some of the fun things about it. Now, they do have a quarterly minimum, so that's $300 a quarter. That's the only thing they expect from you. And $300 a quarter is actually $240 after your discount. So it's $240 over a 3-month period of time. And if once you hit that 25% off mark, it's actually only $225. And most hobby demonstrators are their only customer. So you are your own customer. And so it's pretty easy. That ends up being about $75 a month in product. And someone who crafts very regularly, whether you scrapbook regularly or make cards or do any kind of paper crafting, you know $75 a month is not hard to do. So if you're interested and want to take advantage of this ink deal this month of July, let me know. I'd like to talk to you about it. I'd be happy to fill you in on any information. All right, guys, the last thing I have is my July host code. So 7GT2J6TP. That's my July host code. So if you are going to place any size order on my shopping page under $150, I would love it if you'd enter that host code. It really helps me out. It helps me keep my the cost of my classes for free so that you don't have to pay for the supplies. Again, if your order is over $150, don't ever use a host code. Go ahead and earn your own rewards. All right, guys, so I think that's all I've got. I'm going to actually do my demo for you right now. So I'm going to flip you guys around. All right, and let me get you up here. I kind of have stuff all over my desk right now. About to do a video that I want to post. You guys got my Starbucks. A video that I'm going to post tomorrow. Okay, so let me pull everything out here. I've already got all my stamps on blocks. All right, so I was going to do a demonstration for you using the Healing Hugs stamp set. So this is one of the distinctive stamp sets, which is new. You might have noticed in the catalog, there's several that say that. And I wonder, does it say it anywhere on here? It doesn't seem to, but the distinctive is a trademarked thing with Stampin' Up. So it's I-N-K in the middle. So D-I-S-T-I-N-K-T-I-V-E. Get it? For distinctive. Anyway, cute, right? So these stamp sets, whenever you see that, that means that some of the stamps are going to have like a realistic look to them. They're really kind of cool. So this one, Healing Hugs, obviously it has for people who need to get well soon, sending you healing vibes, wishing you a quick and complete recovery. And this one, if hugs and kisses could cure, you'd be immune to everything, feel better soon. So it's kind of fun, a little set. So I'm going to do something with this flower here and then these guys right here. All right, so bear with me while I just grab all my supplies out here. So I'm going to start with 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock. Let's see. Oh, these look like they're exactly the same size. Well, that works out well for me. One's a scrap and one I need when I'm leaving for my card like that. All right, so this stamp set is a clear mount stamp set, which means it's the red rubber. And can you guys see the distinctive stamp? So it almost looks flat, like there's nothing on it. These stamp really cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with this one right here, and we're actually gonna cut a circle out of this eventually. So like I said, this one's just a scrap piece. And I'm gonna start with my Blueberry Bushel ink pad. This is one of the 2018 to 20 in colors. And remember, it's one of our new, all of our ink pads now come in this style, the compact style. You'll see some of my ink pads are the old style. That's because I just haven't upgraded all my ink yet. If you have the old style of stamp pads like this, you don't need to go out and replace them. They're fine. There's nothing different about it. Just the style of the actual ink case. Okay. So I'm going to start here with this, with the, I guess it's a rose. Is it a rose? Well, I think it's a rose. All right, I'm going to make sure it gets all inked up. I see some leaves there. With these distinctive ones, I notice you really want to take a look and make sure it's all inked up. Look like I'm missing a little bit of ink right there. Okay. So I'm going to just stamp this. Actually, I'm going to stamp it. There we go. Isn't that stunning? You guys, seriously, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think that is really cool. And I mean, a blue rose, what's cooler than that? Okay, and you guys, you know what? I forgot, I'm gonna have to clean my stamps later. I don't think my chamois is very wet here. It's a little bit wet. So I just wipe this off, and my stamp is all clean and ready to be put away. I still love this chamois. Okay. I'm actually going to, hold on just one second, guys. I'm going to get my chamois a little bit more wet. It dried out a little bit last night when it was sitting out, and I forgot to get it wet before I started my video. And I really don't want to run into the other room. Okay. All right, next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to leave my ink pad open. I know. Hopefully I won't get that on anything, because I want to stamp the leaves next to my flower, and I'm going to do that in the garden green. So these little leaves here, let me ink these up. Actually, oh, I'm making a mistake here. Hold on, I'm going to clean this off, because that's not what I want to do. Okay, what I want to do is, actually I want to put the leaves right here, but I don't want the whole thing, because I don't want to stamp over the top of my flower. So I'm just going to stamp, I'm just going to ink up half of it. So see how I'm only doing half of it there? You see that? Now I can just line it up. There we go. Pretty, right? Clean that off. That's all clean. Okay, this I'm going to set aside. Now I'm going to grab this. So this one here, oh, I got some water on it. That's okay. So this piece right here, let me give you the dimensions of this. And just as a reminder, all of my live videos, I don't go back and edit them. I just post them when I'm done. So if you need to know the dimensions or any supplies I used or anything, you can find that on my blog, a2zstamping.com. It'll be posted there. Okay, so this is 5 by 3 3/4, this piece of Whisper White. And on this one, I need a piece of background paper. So I have some grid paper here, and I'm going to stamp with some of these other stamps that are, or some of the, yeah, I'm going to use this little branch here, this set of leaves. I'm going to use this little thing here. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use these two colors still, and I'm going to grab in some Pineapple Punch. This is one of the new in colors, and Coastal Cabana. This is one of our new bright colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this little guy here. And we're gonna do this in the pineapple. So I'm just gonna kind of form my own background. Let's see here. Okay, so there's that. And I will clean these in a second. Then I'm gonna do this one right here, and I'll go in the Coastal Cabana. And I'm gonna clean it off. And I'm gonna do some in the Blueberry Bushel. Let's see, let's turn one this way. And let's turn one this way. And let's go right here. And then I'm going to do these leaves right here in the garden green. All right, and I think that's it. All right, let me put one more right here. And one right here. There we go. All right. Okay, and before I close up my ink, I want to stamp my sentiment here. So I have a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. And let me give you the dimensions here. This is 2.5 by 1/2 inch. Or is it 1/2 inch? Nope, it's 3/4 of an inch. So 2.5 by 3/4 of an inch. And I'm gonna do the saying that says sending you healing vibes. Sending you healing vibe. And I'm gonna do that in the Blueberry Bushel. Okay, let me see if I can get this on here. straight. It's kind of crooked. I'm going to flip it over and try it one more time. It's a little bit hard with these clear mount stamps to get them perfectly straight. Let's see. That's better. Sending you healing vibes. All right, clean that off. You just clean all these off real quick. Again, with the chamois, so simple. You just take your, I scrubbed so hard I knocked it right off the block. You just take it and you don't even have to have the block if you don't want. And it cleans your stamps right off. Now remember, your chamois will get all stained like mine is, and that's perfectly normal. You'll want to let it always air dry overnight, and then each day get it wet again. I like to store mine in one of our clear stamp cases, which are so inexpensive to buy, and I think they come in a set of like either 4 or 6 of them. I'm not even positive. But anyway, I store mine in that just because if you lay your chamois down, like I did lay mine down on my stack of grid paper, and the water, it does get it wet because obviously it's wet. So I store mine just in a stamp case like this. All right. And now I can close up all of my inks. Remember with these new ink pads, pull, close like a compact. So simple. And this is of course the old style, so it goes like this. All right, pull. And if they're a little bit tight, I give it a little push right there, pull. They were all a little bit tight when I first got them, and now they've loosened up a ton. So if yours are still a little tight, don't worry, they will loosen up. Okay, so now I can put my card together. Actually, before I do that, I need to do a little bit of Big Shot work. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot here. Okay, and I like to use the magnetic platform just as my regular platform, unless I'm doing something that needs the precision base plate. Put down a cutting plate, and I'm going to cut out our pretty flower here. And I'm using the Stitched Shapes framelits. I'm using the largest circle. The Stitched Shapes framelits, they come with circles, squares, and ovals. So that's going to go like this. And then I'm going to cut out with the layering oval framelits dies. This is the largest scalloped. Oh, it needs to go this way. And I'm doing that in Coastal Cabana. Actually, I'll just put it down here. There we go. Put my top plate and run it through. Oh. Did you guys see that? Okay. And sorry, you got my arm, but I'm just going to push it through. And that's it. Guys, I seriously love the Big Shot. It's so easy when you just have one little tiny thing like that to do. Okay, put that back. And now we can put our card together. Let me pop these out. And I hold on to my scraps. Even something like this and this, I'm going to hold on to these because you never know when you'll just need a small piece like that. Okay. And isn't that cool with the stitching? All right. So we can put our card together. So I'm going to start with my card base. Here is Coastal Cabana, 5.5 by 8.5. It's a standard A2 size. And I will fold this over. I've got so much stuff on my desk, I can't even see my supplies. All right, give that a nice crisp fold. We're gonna open the card this way. Isn't this Coastal Cabana so pretty? Okay, next, I have a piece of Blueberry Bushel cardstock. I'm in love with this blue. I thought I would never get over Dapper Denim leaving, and honestly, I love this even more than Dapper Denim. This Blueberry Bushel is awesome. I'm sad that it's an in color because I love it. I don't even know why I'm measuring. So this is cut at, let's see. So this is cut at 5.25 by 4. And we're gonna stick this right on here. Isn't that pretty together, that Coastal Cabana with the Blueberry Bushel? Okay. It's going right there. Then we're gonna take this pretty little background piece we made. And remember, this one was 5 by 3 3/4. And it's going right here. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and we'll stick our pretty little flower onto this Coastal Cabana piece. And it'll just barely the scallops will be showing. Okay, let me get that on there as best I can. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna stick some dimensionals on the back. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And decide what way my flower looks best. I think I'm going to go like this. Right, like so. And then with our cute little sentiment, I'm actually going to stick a couple of dimensionals on the back of this. This was the crooked side, I think. Well, this is the side we're going with. Okay. And this is going to go right like so. And then finally, I'm going to take some, I need to pull in that pineapple punch. So I have the cute little pineapple punch grosgrain ribbon here. And I'm going to tie just a simple little bow. Pull it a little bit smaller. Let's try that. Actually, I'm going to do the bunny ears. Sometimes when I do it the other way, I end up turning one inside out, and I don't like that. Okay, so bunny ears, pull it down, pull it down, pull it down. We want a tiny little bow, and then pull it tight. Get it just about the size I want it, about this size right here. You see how that bunny ear method works quite well. At least that's what I call it, the bunny ear method. It probably has some like official name. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my snips, and we're just gonna snip, snip. This one's a little bit too long. Okay. And I'm gonna grab a glue dot. And this is going to go right here just to pull it all together. And that is my card. Isn't that so pretty? Sending you healing vibes. So this is perfect for someone who maybe is having surgery or even just has a cold. This would be great for a coworker who has the sniffles, right? Isn't that cute though? Isn't that so stunning? I am in love with these distinctive stamp sets. So anyway, that is my demonstration for you today. I hope you guys will check out the Healing Hugs stamp set. I think it's really cool. What did I do with it? Here it is. I think this is a cool stamp set. I love it, just for that rose right there. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. And I'll be back next week. Remember, look for my Dandelion Wishes class on Monday. And take advantage of that buy 3, get 1 free paper sale, you guys. Anyway, have a great 4th of July, and I will see you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.